Hello, y'all. It's just a dreary Saturday morning here in Athens, Tennessee. But anyway, of course, I already did a video last night. Of course, updates, on my life 2022. And, of course, I decided to do a part 2 of this. What happened is last night I started watching this movie called The Butterfly Effect. I watched some of it. Of course, I read, the information and saw that the movie stars Amy Smart, and of course had the hots for Amy Smart back when, so that kind of prompted me to watch the movie, and won't go into too many details, don't have that much time, but of course, this morning I decided to, shortly after I got up, I decided to go ahead and finish watching The Butterfly Effect, and, got some ways down it, and then, and then it just got kind of obscene. And there was this part where, one of the main child actors wrapped a dog up in a bag of some kind and sprayed lighter fluid on the dog and had a fire going, nearby. Was going to throw the dog on the fire. It was one of his friend's dogs, and, his friend came up to him and tried to stop him from, torturing his dog. And he took a big old stud and just knocked the shit out of his friend and other guy. And that was too gruesome for me and way too much. So what I decided to do is stop watching Butterfly Effect and do something else. And, so I decided to do a part 2 to last night because, I was going into all this discussion last night, and before I knew it, my video was 20 minutes long, so I decided to find a stopping place, and of course I try not to ramble on and get my videos that long and tiresome, so I decided to kind of separate that and finish on today, because after I watched my video from last night, it just kind of occurred to me that I left out something important, That is talking about my relationship with my dog Tonto, Of course, for a while I had 2 big dogs. Cheyenne and Tonto, but of course, Cheyenne was a sweet girl. She died last August, and I do have a memorial video of Cheyenne on my YouTube, like elsewhere. And so anyway, haven't got to me another dog yet. Just me and Tonto, and it's just trying to of course be a more improved owner to Tonto, because you see, back when I was drinking heavy, I wasn't a good owner to my dogs. I would just sit. As I was sitting, I would just sit, chug away at that alcohol, play all these scenes in my mind, and it's just like, my dogs really didn't mean all that much because I was like, drinking all the time. And of course, when I became sober, I felt bad about that. And what's even more sad, is Cheyenne dies on me shortly after I became sober. So anyway, I'm just trying to, think about how I was, being neglecting and turn the other leaf and, and be a much more improved owner to Tonto like I'm trying to improve everything else. And so anyway, try to pay attention to Tonto, give him a hug when I get home from work, pet him. Of course, Tonto, since Cheyenne died, Tonto was kind of more joyous than he used to be. He'll jump up on me and, well, not jump on me, but he'll just kind of, hop up in the air in front of me, and it's really cute. And I just try to take Tonto on outings. Oh, by the way, my therapist Shirley, of course, lets me bring Tonto to our sessions. And of course, Shirley likes having Tonto at our sessions. Of course, Shirley's an animal person too. She has a Yorkie named Charlie and also an Amazon parrot named Fallon right there in the room where we do our sessions at. And it's pretty cool because Tonto and Charlie like each other and they'll acknowledge, and Tonto will get curious towards Charlie, and Charlie will kind of want to be friends with Tonto. It's pretty cute. So, that's one thing I do. I bring Tonto to my therapy appointments. Of course, I try to, feed Tonto treats regularly and, show him that I love him and keep him up on his vaccinations. Of course, just had his vaccinations back in December. He should be due, guess, in about another month or now, and go ahead and get on top of that. And of course, take Tonto on mountain trips, take Tonto on walks. And thing is here in Athens, Tennessee, it's been too damn cold out, and I don't like the cold weather. It's just, I would rather stay indoors and occupy my time indoors because, cold weather just, it just, hard on me, and, it's just, I don't like to be cold. It just, racks my nerves. So, but on the occasions where it is warmer, take Tonto on mountain trips. And of course I do videos of our mountain walks. If you've all kept up with my channel long enough, you've seen that. And just, of course, and kind of let Tonto, when in the evening, spend time with me inside, while I, am doing some kind of task or maybe watching a movie. I'll let Tonto inside to, spend time in here. I think having Tonto indoors kind of improves our bond. And then I kind of ration it out, that a big portion of the day that, I let Tonto, spend time outside, because got to take into consideration Tonto's a big boy, 135 pounds, and a dog that big definitely needs their run around space for sure. And of course Tonto likes to run around in the yard when a car comes by, or if somebody's walking down the street, and he'll just well, sometimes go into a barking frenzy. I mean, he don't mean anything about it by it. That's just kind of his antics. And like all of us have our antics too. And of course Tonto will lay around in the vegetation in front of my living room window and just kind of walk around and kind of sniff around in my yard and just do his thing during the day. Of course, have a pretty big fenced in area, so Tonto has a good amount of room to do his personal stuff. So, try to make sure Tonto has what he needs and try to feed him right. And, in time, I'm gonna, while I'm getting my life straightened out, gonna do things for Tonto, to improve our bond, spend time with him, brush him when he's shedding. I mean, just keep him up on his front line so he doesn't get fleas, feed him treats, pet him, hug him, and just keep our bond as strong as it can be, because let's face it, Tonto, he's around probably 11 years old, and 11 years old doesn't sound that old, but 11 years old is pretty old for a dog his size. So, I need to mingle with Tonto as much as I can and show him love. I mean, at 11 years old, ain't no telling, how much time Tonto has. I mean, it being Cheyenne died last August, could be around another day, another month, maybe 4 to 5 years. I mean, who the hell knows? But it's important to keep our bond strong, before it's too late. So anyway, I would have Tonto in here for this video. Of course, I have plenty of videos of Tonto, and also Cheyenne too, back when Cheyenne was still around. Just if you've kept up with my channel, you've seen them, but Tonto's just outside, camping out, and probably laying, on the course on the ground underneath my front living room vegetation, knowing him, and just probably pretty content, so didn't want to bother him right now. But I just thought I would include Tonto to my life upgrade, improving our bond. So anyway, hope I'm able to stay mostly in the correct frame of mind lately. There have been a few goof-ups I've made, but as I mentioned last night, but trying to strengthen myself so I don't keep making the same mistakes. I just want to do right by my wife and continue forward with positivity. And hope you all are doing well too. And happy Saturday. And I'm going to enjoy my week off, especially on our cabin outing in Blue Ridge, Georgia, and you know, I'll probably post a YouTube video of our trip as well, so stay tuned to that and catch you all on the next one.